your brand, Misspent Youth, right? And I was like, wait, that makes so much sense because I think a lot of people go through things when they're younger and they don't realize what is happening until they're older. It's like hindsight is truly 2020. So
Yeah,
when you mm-hmm.
I'm like, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say when you were talking about people being on the corner and being stuck, it's like they start from youth and then they continue because that's what they know. So yeah, I want to really talk about that and like the name of it and how you came to it.
Yeah, and that's basically what it is misspent youth. Like, I'm proud of my misspent youth. Misspent youth is basically things you've done coming of age to make you the person that you are. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept behind it is that no matter what you went through or what you go through, you can turn a negative to a positive. And that's what it was for me. Like, I was watching a movie one day and it just, the phrase just rung with me. I forgot what it was. I think I was watching Killer Elite.
Hmm.
Um, it was either Killer Elite or it was a movie, and someone said something to the person in a particular time, and they was like, "Yeah, I'm just a product of my missing youth." You know what I'm saying? And then that phrase just stuck with me. And then like a couple years back, like I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was running a business, like a family business, and then like we kind of like went our separate ways, and then like I had two kids back to back, so for me it was like that time and being in the house and just stop working. I got time to like do some introspection and get into myself. So I was like, yo, I wanted to start a company because I was in the house with the kids. So I was like, let me start something, what I'm saying, to do.
Right.
And that was always the name. So I said if I do start something for myself, it will be that's what it'll be called. And then originally it started out like I was just like like drop shipping stuff, like bracelets and stuff like that. And then one day, like I was even before I left my other job, like I was playing around like on my phone, and like I designed like something on my phone and made it a shirt. And then I made it a shirt, and then like throughout the summer, it was like mad people wearing it. It was like the time Lil Uzi was popping, so the shirt was said "All my friends are dead." And you can see on the website, it's just like my first design, and I kind of like just did that with like like a stencil on my phone, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then after that, people were like, yo, you don't got nothing else, and then
Yeah.
it just spawned into that. And I've always like been into fashion or have a creative or always get fly, but I've never what I'm saying. I've always like talked to people about doing it, but because they were on different pages, we never came collectively to do it. So it was just a time, and I just did it myself because I was just like, I'm not waiting for nobody. Like I'm gonna do it. People are like, oh, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? I was like, listen, I'm bootstrapping this. I'm paying for everything. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If people latch on, they latch on too. But that's like even when I go out, like I don't wear nobody else up. I just wear my stuff. I watch some
Yeah.
J's, and eventually when I start making jeans, I'll wear my jeans. But for now, I just wear Zara jeans and I just wear my stuff because I be seeing people and they be like, oh, I got a friend, but they in Balmain, and I'm like, Balmain. You know what I'm saying? Those people like they got generational money. They're coming from like 1800s. Like, how are you trying to, what I'm saying, push forth your brand if all you're wearing like you're in Gucci head to toe? Like, then the people like, oh, but what about your brand? Like, yeah, but what about your brand? You your brand. You know what I'm saying? So you supposed to, so you supposed to exemplify your brand everywhere you go. People be like, oh, what's that? Oh, that's cool. What's that? You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, yo, here's the website. Da, 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 and it always what's that? But you can't say like it's like you got your shirt on Sakara.com. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Hmm.
gonna be like, oh, Sakara.com. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, if you wearing a Fenty shirt, they gonna be like, oh, I just Fenty just had a sale. Da, 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 da. That's all they're gonna say about it. Like, no, not to get
Yep.
wrong, nothing wrong in promoting somebody else, but they're already where they gotta be. You trying to go where you trying to go. So you got to have that mindset, and you have to have that tunnel vision and see that like, yo, this is what it is. Like if people don't see if you yourself not rocking it, every time you see Ralph Lauren, what he in? Polo. We're nothing
That's
else
a
but
fact.
nothing else. You don't see him in nothing else. Nothing else. Whether it's a polo throwback or sometimes you might see him on a ranch, but everything he got on is polo. He got a couch in his
Yeah.
house, polo. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get where you're trying to go, like what I'm saying, I think that you're supposed to be your brand. And if what I'm saying, if you're just doing it to be like some fly by night, what I'm saying, then hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But if you actually trying to do it to, what I'm saying, stamp your shit in the shit, then do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen nobody be like, oh, I'm selling pound hair, but I'm wearing somebody else pound hair. Like you be selling the Malaysian. that you promoting, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's just is what it is.
That's true. And I love the fact you said that because I think a lot of times people give up instead of continuing to go. And especially when you were talking about you did this on your own. And that's another thing. People don't start stuff because they feel like everything's not aligned. And sometimes it's not about that. So I'm really happy you touched on that. And you started your brand and grew it to the point it's at. Because your website, I was like, whoa, this is popping, you know?
Yeah, and then that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter what happened to you, you gotta believe in your dreams. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's dream. It's your dream. And you gotta believe in it. It's like Jay-Z said when they interviewed him for the night, New York Times, like, you wanna be a trend or you wanna be Ralph Lauren. You know what I'm saying? The goal is not, to be here for a summer. The goal is not to be here for a date. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to see yourself down the line 10, 20, 30 years down the line, most overnight success only started popping. Ralph Lauren didn't start really go after he was like 40 something. You know what I'm saying? The dude who made what's his name? The dude who made I think it was it Kentucky Fried Chicken? Colonel Sanders didn't get rich
Hmm.
to in the 60s. So you can't look at somebody else like and you know what I'm saying, try to justify, oh, this person accomplished this at 30. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust your process because your process is exclusive to you. You know what I'm saying? And your journey is ultimately yours. So you have to trust your process. You can't look at your brother and be like, yo, well, he had $1 million at 25. But yeah, he's broke at 30 now. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody go through what they go through. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use
Yeah.
somebody else's time pedal. You got people be like, oh, she's married, she got 2 kids at 31. I want no, that's her life. That's where she's at along her process. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
She might get closer to you. You don't know what might happen. You know what I'm saying? But you got to worry about you and your process. And your process and your journey is exclusive to you. So it's like you say, what you eat don't make me shit. I got to do what I got to do. Like, I know, like, I done had $500,000 and then I done been broke. You understand what I'm saying? But I know ultimately, you know what I'm saying, where I'm going is, it's lessons. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to fail 9 times. And it's that 10th time that it's
Yeah.
like, but you gotta keep going. You gotta double down. You gotta believe in what you believe in. If you don't believe in it, go get a job and just go work. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not for
Yeah.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be hunger pains. There's gonna be like moment where you're trying to make ends meet where you can't find money to pay your rent or everybody that you thought was with you ain't with you. But those are the things that shape and mold you, bend you into who you're supposed to be. Like, you're gonna bend, but you're not gonna break. You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately, if you don't have no adversity, you know what I'm saying? People rarely change. It's only through emotional pain, trauma, adversity that people change. You know what I'm saying? People from 18 to 25, once you get those habits, after that, or those are lifelong habits. So it's only through like trauma and pain that people change. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, you just gotta do what you got to do. If you believe in it, but the race not for the swift, it's for those who are like, you know what I'm saying? It's days you question yourself. You be like, oh damn, it's not jumping off like I want to jumping off. It's not popping like I want to pop. And don't think because somebody wear your shit like you automatically gonna go viral or whatever. It don't happen like
Yeah.
happen to happen. Like I had Trey Songz in my shit. Ghost from Power was wearing it. You know what I'm saying? A couple of artists, Safari. But for me, the thing is, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, just trying to be, just like a name or just a coin phrase. Like I believe in, what I say because I be like trying to speak to people through the clothing. Like so, I don't really anything like I don't really believe in. I don't really put out like everything like you see like I design. It has like a message behind it. Like this, for instance, this is humanity. Like for me, it's like we are all one. There's so many
Hmm.
colors. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So everything has some kind of message behind it. But sometimes, the message sometimes it go over people's heads. So sometimes, I have to dumb it down to get to people. That's just is what it is.